So put together a nice easy flow to wake up the whole body. You could utilize a block or maybe strap later on in the practice. But we'll just start by centering in on our own breath. So sit up nice and tall. Take that big breath in. Big sigh out. And then just close your eyes for a moment. Place your hands on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Become aware of your own breath. Become aware of any sensations you might be feeling. Any emotions you're carrying with you at the moment. And then just soften. Bring the hands to the heart. Open up the arms, take a big breath in, and then bring those arms back down. 2 more like that, big breath in. Bring the hands together and exhale the arms down. 1 more like that, big breath in, up and down. Little side stretch. Walk the hand over. Stretch out through this top arm. And then exhale, come to the opposite side. Add the breath to each movement. Let's come over 1 more time. You may be able to get a little lower on this side now. And then 1 more on the other side. Stretch the arm over, stretch out over, underneath this arm. And then we'll take that into a bit of a twist. Place 1 hand behind, 1 hand on the knee. Exhale and slowly turn. To come back to the opposite side. Hand to knee, 1 hand behind, slowly turn. And then come back through. Drop the chin to the chest, roll 1 ear to the shoulder, and then come back through. Drop the opposite ear to the shoulder, tuck the chin to the chest, open to the opposite side. Tuck the chin to the chest, other side. And then tuck the chin to the chest and slowly sit up. Bring your ear to your shoulder. Place your hand on your ear. And then walk the opposite fingertips away. From there you may stretch the fingertips up to the roof. And then we're going to come out of that and just grab that elbow. Sit up nice and tall. To slowly drop out of there. Bring the opposite hand over, hand to the ear, bring your ear towards your shoulder, drop this opposite shoulder, walk the fingertips away, and then maybe stretch the fingertips to the sky. To slowly come out of that, grab that elbow, and then drop the arms down. We'll bring your legs out straight. I'm going to go as long as my mat. So straight leg forward fold can be done with a strap. Can be done with the bend in the knees. But a nice long spine and tilt at the pelvis. Dropping on down. Taking a few big breaths here. And 1 more time. Drop that strap, but have it beside the feet. Bring 1 leg up, doesn't matter which leg. We're slowly going to reach over that leg. We could lasso that foot again. Long spine, put a bit of a bend in the elbows. To slowly come up out of that. Place that other foot where the strap is. Bring the opposite leg to the side and then fold over. Nice long spine stretching over the leg. Reach out through your chest. Maybe flex this long leg. Big breath in as you come up. Then we're going to take it a little wider. A little wider. And then slowly folding forward. Nice long through the chest. If you need to, just have nice long straight arms and fold over that leg. You can put a little bend in the arms. Maybe you can fold all the way down. From there, we're just going to walk the body towards this leg. Those hands could be long. And then come up out of that big breath in. Bring that opposite leg in. Fold over the leg to start with. And then come over that leg. Maybe the arms are long, spine is long, or maybe you can put a bend in your elbows and reach a little deeper over that leg. Nice work, come on. Both feet together. And maybe grabbing the ankles, pressing down on the thighs. Or maybe you can grab your toes and come a little lower. Softening back to the breath. 2 big breaths here. And 1 more. From there we're going to roll down. With the legs the way they are. Letting the knees drop on down. Maybe placing the hands on the legs to help bring those knees towards the floor, helping to open up the hips. Take a big breath in here. Bring that breath all the way up to the chest. And out. And 1 more like that. Big breath in. And out. Place the hands underneath the legs. Bring the legs together and bring the knees into the chest. Little circles. Nice, easy circles with the knees. Bringing those knees nice and high off the floor towards the chest. And from here we're going to change and roll the other way. Two more circles. Don't forget to breathe, so add that breath with each movement. Bring the knees into the chest, extend the left leg all the way long and bring the head up to meet the knee. From there, drop back down. Opposite leg long. Bring the knee up to the head. And then from there, quick little changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Bring the knees back into the chest. Send the left leg all the way long to the floor and then take the hands off the knee, keeping that knee engaged, the hip engaged. And then swap. Right leg long. Left knee into chest, take the hands off, hold 1, 2, 3. Bring the knees back up to the chest. Let's roll through. You can roll all the way through, you can take your legs to the side. And then come back to all fours. All fours. Touch your toes. So still having your shoulders over top of your wrists, hips on top of the knees. Tuck the toes here, we're going to lift the knees off. And then drop them down with the knees off. And down, up and down, up and down. All the way to downward facing dog. And then drop those knees down. And up. And down. And up. Notice we're going to lead the breath here. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. 1 more like that. Drop down. Or lift up. Find your downward facing dog. Arms reach long, hands press away from the mat. Spine is long, tailbone tilts to the sky but also is guided down towards the heels. Let's press into one leg and then the other, just giving a bend in the back of the knee, a little bit of a twist. We could add a rotation, depending on how that lower back is feeling. Just slowly pedaling out what feels good to you in your hips, in your calves. Come back to downward facing dog. Catch your breath here, big breath in and out. And then casually walk to the top of the mat. Know that you've got blocks, you can use a block. We could fold over the legs here, fold down into that block. Flatten the back a little. Exhale down. Flatten the back. And then exhale down. From there, you're going to take that block over to the side. Inhale up. Reach your arms up high. And then bring the hands back into the chest. Exhaling. Inhale up. Exhale to fold. You could put a bit of a bend to the knees. Fold over the legs. Hands halfway up the shins. Flatten the back. We're going to step back to a plank. A few ways of getting down. We can lower down from plank. You can lower down from the knees and take it easy. Just lowering down. All the way down, coming up to a little bit of a cobra. Could be a nice small cobra to start. Press back to the knees. Right foot steps forward. We're just going to sink those hips forward. This is where the block comes in handy. Catch your breath here. Tuck the toe, step all the way forward. Fold over the legs. Hands halfway up the shins, flatten the back. Exhale out, inhale all the way up. And then bring those hands back down. Inhale up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flatten the back. Step back to a plank. Lower down your weight. Could be knees, chest, chin slides through. Inhale up. Press back to the knees. Bring your left foot through. Sink the hips forward. Tuck the toe of the back foot, step all the way forward, fold over the legs. Flatten that back. Drop down, inhale all the way up. Bring the hands up, bring the hands back together. And then again, inhale them up. Exhale, fold. Hands halfway up the shins, flatten the back. We know we're walking back to a plank, so we can walk back to a plank. We could also jump back to a plank. And engage your abs when you get there. Lower down your way. It could be knees, chest, chin, or it could be drop that tailbone lower to the floor. Inhale out. Press back this time to downward facing dog. If it's too much to bring that right leg up from downward facing dog, you can drop your knees here and do what we just did. But otherwise, we're going to bring that knee to the chest and place the foot down between your thumbs. Exhale out, press out through that back leg, and then drop the knee. Hold here. Slowly pull back to a half split. This half split we're going to add a bit of movement to, so pushing forward and back. Forward and back. And one more like that. Forward and back. And then hold our half split. Nice long leg. Nice long spine. Maybe flex the toes. Maybe put a bend in the elbows if you want to get a little deeper. But let's take the weight forward. Take the weight into this right foot. Step all the way forward. Fold over the legs. Flatten the back. Exhale out. Inhale all the way up. And then bring the hands back together. Engaging your abs. Inhale up. Exhale to fold. Flatten the back. Hands down, step back, jump back to plank. We're going to take our plank to downward facing dog, or drop both knees here. And then bring the left foot through, between the thumbs. Stay in your plank. This is where you could use that block. Drop the knee. Sink the hips forward. Pull back to a half split. With a little bit of movement, forward and back. And forward and back. One more forward, one more back. Up and back. Fold over that leg. And then place the weight into that foot. Step on forward, fold over the legs. Flatten the back. Exhale out, inhale all the way up. And then bring those hands back in. One more, inhale up. Exhale to fold. Flatten the back. Exhale down, hands down, wander back to your plank, jump back to your plank, lower down your weight. Inhale out. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Press the heels down into the mat, arms very long, pressing away from the mat. Take a big breath in and out. On the next breath in, take this right foot forward between the thumbs. Find your lunge, look forward, drop the knee, send the hips forward, pull back to a half split. Maybe this time putting a bit of a bend in the arms but still having a long spine. Maybe flex the foot. Send the weight all the way forward. This time you're going to place your left hand down into the mat. Bring the knee off and take the top hand up, revolved lunge. From there, come back to the floor. Step all the way forward. Fold over the legs. Flatten the back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Bring those hands back in. And up. And down. Flatten that back. Drop the hands down. Step back. Jump back to plank. Lower down your weight. Inhale out. And then tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Exhale the heels down. Inhale this left foot forward. Sink the hips down. Lift the chest up. Drop the knee down. Exhale. Inhale, half split. Exhale, come back forward. Drop the right hand to the mat. Revolve to the leg and then extend the top arm up. From there, come back down, look at the top toe, step on forward. Fold over the legs, flatten the back. Exhale over, inhale all the way up. And bring the arms back down. Inhale up, exhale to fold. Flatten the back. Drop down, hands to the mat, step back or jump back. Lower down your weight. Inhale out. Take a big breath back in. Downward facing dog. Exhale the heels down to the mat. Inhale the right leg forward. Exhale. Steady here in your lunge. Drop the knee down. Pull back to a half split. Exhale, place the foot back down onto the floor. Take your back knee off. Press down into the left arm. Right arm extends. And then bring that right arm down. This time shorten the stance. Bring your legs a little closer together. Try to come into a triangle. This is where the block comes in handy. Coming into a triangle. We're trying to bring our right hip back and our left hip forward. You could have a tiny bend in the knee if you need it for that hamstring. Folding over the legs. And then flattening the back. But then also dropping your left hand down. It can be in front of the toes. It could be to a block on the outer edge of the pinky toe of the right foot. And then we're going to revolve to that leg, maybe just to our hip, or take the top arm up. Exhale, as you look down at the floor, little bend in that knee, step on forward, fold over the legs. Flatten the back again. Exhale out, inhale all the way up. And then bring the hands back together. Drop the hands down, inhale them up. Last one, exhale the fold. Flatten the back. Drop on down, hands down, step back, jump back. Lower down your weight. Inhale out the left. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath out. Invite a new breath in. As we exhale out, bring your left knee into the chest. Place that foot down between the thumbs. Drop the knee down. Lift the chest, pull back to a half split. Come back forward. Placing the right hand down into the mat, take the right knee off and then revolve towards the left leg. To come out of there. Shorten the stance. Bring both legs a little closer together. Drop that left knee behind, right hip presses forward. Folding over the legs. Fold it all the way down. Flatten the back here. And then coming into revolve, either taking that hand beside the big toe, or you're going to take your right hand to the outside of your pinky finger. So reach on top of that arm. Bring the hand just to the hip. That might be enough. Or if you can, slowly take the gaze up off the floor towards the wall and then towards the top hand. Put a bend in the knees if you need to, engage your abs, and then exhale out. Towards the top toe, step on forward. Get rid of the block, fold over the legs, and then slowly inhale up. Coming into a bit of a balance. So you may need a strap for this. If you've got a strap, a towel, or just even a belt. Come into balance. So find a spot on your mat you'd like to balance on. Press the toes down into the mat. Lift the kneecaps up. Tuck the tailbone under. Broaden the collarbones. And then just be here. Can you close your eyes here? And slowly open the eyes. We're going to press down into the right leg to start off with. Bring the left knee into the chest. Stay here. And then try putting the right hand on the left knee and slowly revolve behind you. If we can, reach higher, press down into that leg. Come back through, drop that leg down. We're going to do everything on this side. Bring the knee into the chest, repeat the same just by bringing the knee forward. Or this time we're going to come to the foot. You can lasso that foot with the strap. So we can lasso the foot. Either repeat the same thing by holding that knee to the chest, or we can extend, revolved side ankle pose. If you want to try with the toes, pistol grip on the big toe, knees in front of you, extend that leg long, and then slowly open to the side, pressing down to lift up, and then coming back out. Coming back to center. Controlling the breath. And then bring the opposite knee into the chest. Left hand onto the knee. And then revolve behind you. If you feel a little bit tippy, just press down into those toes and then lift up through the chest to come out of that. Drop on down. Do or don't use the strap for this next side. Press down, lift up, engage the abs, open the collarbones, lasso the foot. Lasso the foot, you're going to hold the strap with the opposite hand, so the left hand. Bring that leg straight, and then try revolving to the side. Come back out. Do or don't try with just the toes. Find the toes. Extend that leg along. Open up, revolve, toe hold. We're going to come out of it the same way, nice and easy. Drop them down to the knees. So dropping on down to the knees, we're going to get into our quads. Slowly look down at the foot. You can lasso that foot with the strappers again, if we can. Lift the leg up, grab the foot. You're just going to bring the foot towards the heel, towards your bottom. Slow the breath down. To drop that foot away. Send that same leg up to the side. I'm going to come over to the side. And then come all the way back up. Gate pose. Slide down the leg. Stretch out. Maybe open up underneath the chest. To come back out of there. Drop the hand down. Extend the arm up. Bring your foot up. Put a bend in the knee. Grab the ankle. And then press that foot away. If you want to get into the quad, you can bring the knee towards the heel, towards your bottom again. Otherwise into the chest and extend open. Bring everything back in. Looking down at the foot, slowly lift the leg up. Bring the heel to your bottom, getting into that quad. And then drop the foot away. Extend the leg out to the side. Open first. Nice stretch. Come back out of that. Gate pose. Slide down that leg. Extend out through this top arm. And then come back through all the way to the floor. Bring the leg off the floor. Maybe this is enough. Otherwise, grab that foot. Kick the foot away. Opening up the chest. Or get into the quad. Bring that knee back and the heel to your bottom. Or just kick it away. Opening out the shoulder and the chest. To drop everything in. Well done. Come back to the length of your mat. Take the legs long. And then bring your right leg on top. Left leg on top of the right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Catch your breath here. And then we're going to put a little bit of a bend in this bottom right leg. Oh, it's painful. So just catch your breath. If you notice tightness in your hips from sitting around more than you're used to, just going to breathe through the stretch, maybe add a tiny bit of movement. And then drop that leg away. Extend the left leg long. Bring the right on. Sit up nice and tall. Catching the breath, slowing down now. Put a little bend in that bottom knee. Reach the spine long. And notice how does one side feel compared to the other. What is it we're doing every day that's hurting us? What can we change? Add a little rock if you need that. And then we're going to come out of there. Dropping on down to the mat. Just take a moment here and inclined baby pose. And from here you're either going to bring your legs up and then just drop them down. If you had a block, you could put a block underneath your hips. Or you're going to bring your knees. So you're either having your legs going up and down, have your legs go up, engaging that core muscles, the tummy muscles, up and down. Remember engaging your abs and pressing your abs through to the floor. Or you can take this all the way to a plough. And coming up, bring the feet over your head. And then dropping down. Maybe grab the edge of your sticky mat, drop down and up. Or you're just taking a nice easy variation. At the breath, big breath in. As the bottom rises, exhale, the hips come down. We're going to do one more. Bring them up and over. Drop on down. And then this time bring the knees into the chest. Staying here, or pressing the arms, the elbows into the mat, lifting the hips up off the mat, supporting the lower back, and balancing with your knees bent in shoulder stand. If that feels good and you'd like to go higher, bring the feet up. Otherwise, just have your feet up in the air, or balance the feet on the wall with the hips on the floor. You could take that through to plough pose, bring the feet behind the head, keep supporting the lower back. If you feel secure, drop the hands back to the floor. And from there, slowly roll the feet back to the floor. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the knees as wide as the arms. And then bring everything back together. Extend the left leg all the way long. We're going to take this right knee over to the side. Little twist. Try to keep the shoulder blades flush to the floor. So the knee will just hover off and then you'll look over the opposite shoulder. And with the shoulder blades hugging the floor, the bottom knee will just slowly rotate. Big breath in, come back to center, swap legs. Send that right leg all the way long. Bring the left knee over to the right, engage the shoulder blades to the floor. Look over the opposite arm. And then come back to center, where you get to stop and breathe. In your own time, slowly close your eyes, extend your legs long, let your feet fall out to the side, have the palms facing the roof with the arms beside the body. And just notice your inhale and your exhales. Notice your chest rising and falling. Notice the air coming in and out of your nostrils. Notice every inhale and every exhale has a gap in between it. So notice that gap. Notice that there's a gap in between each inhale and each exhale. Can you lengthen that gap? So stay there for a moment. Slowly invite your breath back in. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Put a bend in your knees and your elbows. And slowly roll over to the side. In your own time, keep that gaze nice and heavy and sit up. Bring your hands together. May this positive energy surround you, flow through you, leaving you with peace in your mind, love in your heart, and calm in your spirit.